tech warriors. This is our team. Okay, so today we are going to look into talent pipeline designer. Okay, as part of talent premier league, our challenge 2 is to process one CSV file and load the data into the target. Okay, so we have got one CSV file. Okay, this is a CSV file. Basically what it has is it has a list of hotel details in the US country. Okay, so and our challenge is to filter and our challenge is to find the average price of the hotel in the Brooklyn. Okay, so I have used the talent pipeline designer. Actually, talent pipeline designer has three parts. Okay, connection, data set, and pipeline. Okay, so in the connection tab, you have to specify the connection to your cloud. So cloud to your cloud or database. Let me show you. Add connection. You have to specify your connection name, description. We have to select search engine. Search engine is nothing but the server, and you have to specify connection type. Right now talent pipeline designer providing Amazon Kinesis, S3 blob, Azure blob, Azure data lake database, Elasticsearch, HDFS, Kafka, Salesforce, and Marketo. So for this demo I have chose Amazon S3. So what we have did is we have placed the CSV source CSV in the in our S3 bucket. Okay, so for that we have to establish a connection to S3. Connection name, description, we have to choose the search engine, connection type as S3, and we have to give the access key and secret key, and we have to validate it. Okay, that's it in the connection part. Once connection has been validated, then we have to move to dataset tab. Actually dataset tab is nothing but here you have to select the choose the file or the table under the particular connection. Okay, for this demo we have choose the S3 connection, right? So we have to choose the file. Let me show you TPL challenge 2. Okay. Okay, yeah, you have to give data set name and connection name for S3. Okay, and you have to, once you have choose the connection name, it will show you the list of bucket name under the particular connection. For our connection I have choose the stitch home. Okay, and you have to object name. Object name is nothing but our CSV file. Then down under here you have to specify the format of the file. Our CSV file record limiter new line is we have LF is our new line delimiter, and field delimiter is comma. Okay, in for some of the column there was like a test and enclose the double quotes were there, so I have chose the double quotes. Okay, encoding is UTF-8 and you have to validate it. Okay, and another thing is in the connection part I have also established the snowflake connection also. See here, because we have used snowflake as a target, so I have to specify snowflake connection name, engine. For I have choose the connection type as database. Okay, and I have choose the currently it is supporting snowflake, Amazon, Redshift, Aurora, Azure, MySQL DB, Oracle, SQL Server, Derby. So I have chosen the snowflake and I have provided the JDBC URL followed by username and password. You have to check the connection and validate it. Yeah, it has been validated. Likewise, I have showed you right how to create data set for S3. Likewise, I have created the two tables. I have picked two tables under the Brooklyn. Okay. yeah, you have to provide dataset name, connection is Snowflake, and I have choose this table name, and you have to validate it. Okay, the third part is creating the pipeline. So okay, basically what we have to do is we have our source file which we placed this is our source file which I placed it in the Amazon S3. So there is a column called neighborhood group which has the list of states, okay, and we have to filter out the Brooklyn state, and we have to find the average of the price. So what you have to what you did is I have choose the S3, okay, and I have followed by using filter transformation. In the filter component, what I have did this, I have specified the field path or column name is neighborhood group, which is equal to Brooklyn. Okay, so actually filter component what it does is it will create the two pipeline. Okay, in the first pipeline it will give you the records which are matching the condition. In the second link it will give the records which are not matching the condition. So in the second link it will have the list of records which are not equal to Brooklyn. This is our second pipeline, and I directly dumping into the one of the target. Let me show you the target other list is the target. Okay, if I give group name equal to Brooklyn means I will not find any records. Yeah, this means that the filter is working. Okay, so in the first pipeline I am processing record which are equal to Brooklyn. Okay, then first we have filtered out the Brooklyn, then we have to find the average price. Okay, see we are using the S3 files. Okay, we are using the files which are in the S3. Whenever you are processing the file, it will recognize, it will take all the column as a string type. Okay, that's the reason we have to, in order to process the, in order to find the average of the column, average of the price, the column should be the either integer or double or float. Okay, decimal, it should be fall under these four columns. So before that, before we are finding the average of the price, we have to convert the string into integer for the column price. That's we are achieving it through the type converter component. Here we have to select the field name, output type as integer. Once it has been converted into integer, we are using the aggregator component, and I am using neighborhood underscore group as group by. Okay, then I am using average operation on the column price. Okay, once we find out the average, then okay, then I am using field selector. The reason why I am using field selector is this is my target table. Here I have only two columns like group, neighborhood group and price. That's why I am picking those two columns. See here I am using field path is price, and I am selecting the neighborhood underscore group. Once I have chose those two fields, I am directly inserting the records directly into my Brooklyn table. Okay, this is my Brooklyn table. If you see here, I have one record which is Brooklyn and the average price of the Brooklyn state. Okay, this is the overall structure. So one thing I have to point out here, like see if you are processing, if you are using a Snowflake target table, ensure that you in the all the components you are specifying the field name in the uppercase, because Snowflake, even if you are creating the table with the smaller case, see I have created the table with the smaller case. Even if I am creating the table with the smaller case, Snowflake will convert that into uppercase. So That's the reason if in the all the components before your target table you have to ensure that the field name is in uppercase. Otherwise, if the field name is in the lower case, means it will throw out the error like stating the that field is not available in the target. That's the one thing you have to ensure while you are using the Snowflake target database. Okay. And this is our first part of our challenge. Then the second part is like if there is any data quality issues, how we can find, how we can achieve that. Okay, I have showed you right in the data sets. Once you choose the S3 file and you provide and you validate it, what you have to do is click the data set. Once you click that particular data set, it will show you this window. Okay, actually what it is showing is right, it is one of the features of Talend Pipeline Designer. What it does is it actually analyzes our source file and give this beautiful UI. What it does is, so it will show you the three different value, like this yellow color thing is like uh, number of record which is invalid in our source file, and this black color one is like number of values which are empty, and 98 percentage are valid values. So let me show you this invalid values. Okay, if you see here in the latitude longitude, uh, well, all the common most of the values are having 5 decimal point, but if you see there are for few, there are like 4 decimal point, 3 decimal point. See here 3 decimal point. Okay, that's why Talend Pipeline Designer marking this as a invalid, because most of the values are having 5 decimal point. So only for few like under 1 percentage is having like this abnormality. So that's why it is under an invalid value. After that, if you see this last review column, for few values data is empty. See here, that's why it is showing this in black state. Okay, so this is really helpful when you are performing any data quality operation. Once you analyze it here, then you can modify, then you can develop your code accordingly. I hope that is for the video. Thank you guys.